So, huh? Who's hyped for Destiny 2, right? Oh, yeah. Not me, though. If you have like an emotional bond with Destiny and you're not willing to hear an outside voice, you should probably leave the video now, because I hate to be that guy to step on the hype boner, but that's me right now, and I'm wearing heels, so beware. Truth is, I'm one of the most dedicated gamers you will find. I'm not one of those guys that's just going to shit on COD because they've had an off year or 3. I am the guy that's like, I love Call of Duty. They've given me some of the best gaming experiences of my life, and I'm not necessarily loyal to them, I'm loyal to good games. And if they produce a good game, I'm behind them. Because when the developer does right, the gamers prosper. And that's all I'm looking for. So by all means, I want people to understand that I'm not trying to hate or derail Destiny 2. I am, from a consumer standpoint, from just a gamer, not a content creator or a streamer, on the fence about purchasing Destiny 2. And I know this sounds really weird, but it's true. Destiny 1 left a couple issues that have left me a little concerned about the future of the game, and I feel like all of these issues are actually rolling over to Destiny 2, and I want to explain in thorough process. So, number one, I feel like Destiny has never had a proper endgame. They're an RPG at their core, with PvP elements included with Crucible. But they don't have a proper loot system, and this is inexcusable, to be honest. Like I said, the potential for Destiny is ridiculous. There is so much to go on here. And the fact that there are really no variants, no unique stats to any of the weapons or gear, everybody just pretty much builds the same damn thing, right? You're in Crucible right now, all you see are Palindrome and IS Lunas, right? This is how it is in Trials. This is a problem. The same thing is going to roll over. A meta is going to define itself, and this is how Crucible is going to be for a certain set of months until they fix things and maybe it changes a bit. And though that's not uncommon in gaming, I'm not satisfied with it, unless, of course, it was taken a competitive approach. If you think about any other ranked experience out there, whether or not you're playing a MOBA like League of Legends or Overwatch or whatever it is, there's always those one or two characters, gods, or weapons that stand out as meta. And that is what everybody uses, and in a ranked experience, that's completely okay, because you got to use the best at your disposal. But without one, and it has in fact been confirmed that Destiny 2 will not launch with a ranked playlist, and it doesn't seem like it's in the cards, this leaves a lot of disappointment lying heavy on my heart, because I have felt for a long time Destiny has not had a proper endgame, and they have just basically crucified themselves, because there's such potential behind this game if they just do one of two things right. And no ranked is a big disappointment, especially seeing as how this is the norm. This is damn near a mandatory thing. Every other direct competitor to Destiny right now, I shit you not, has got ranked roots. Halo, Call of Duty has ranked now. We're talking Overwatch has ranked now. We have Battlefield is even working on it. What? Yes. Then you have your competitive ones, the ones that you know, like Counter-Strike and Siege. These games have a ranked playlist. This is the standard that has been set, and if you're not keeping up with the standard, you're behind. Simply put, this would add replayability, this would add longevity to the game, and they missed the mark on this one. More importantly, the one that would do wonders for their game is they have an RPG for the PvE side of things, and they are entirely crucifying themselves because they don't have a real loot system in play. If you think about every other RPG out there in modern day, Diablo 3, Division even, a new title, a new property that came in and did RPG loot properly. You have Borderlands. They need loot systems similar to these, so that basic activities, such as your strikes, are replayable because there's loot. There's ways to max, collect, and improve upon things. There's variety. There's reasons to grind. Now, I'm not going to say their PvE activities are bad, because they are above par. Their raids, super phenomenal experiences, but they also need to be grindable. And as long as they're going to be kept behind weekly resets, those gamers that buy RPGs to invest time into, which is pretty much what I consider RPGs to be, they're not going to be satisfied. Now, the guys that only spend a couple hours a week, you guys are going to probably love Destiny 2. I'm not one of those guys. Hey, and this may be the unpopular opinion, but everything that I've come to disagree with Destiny 1, and this is, again, the loot system, not having replayable PvE, and, of course, having things locked behind weekly resets, Then looking at PvP not having ranked, which is pretty much the norm now, is highly disappointing. All they had to do was do one of those, and they would have upped their endgame. As of right now, there's no grind for PvE. You're going to do the activities and have fun, maybe do a couple resets here and there. But why? What loot are you earning? The activities are cool and all, but eventually you're going to burn out. How many raids can you do without it becoming boring? And the same thing lies true with PvP. You may enjoy it, but the PvP standard is going to be changed as well. We're now dealing with 4v4. There's no one-hit kill opportunities anymore, which means it's going to be more skillful. So casual players may be disappointed with this. And this is just me and my mind going and firing off in all different directions. There's so many obstacles that they have created for themselves. And like I said, for such a game to have a remarkable foundation as this, significant lore, proper, really good-ass PvE activities, and not to have any loot to back it up, to recreate that grind, is a disappointment. And it's left me wondering if I even want to buy the game. And realistically, I probably will, because YOLO, I'm a sellout. I'm a YouTuber, content creator, and I probably will end up picking that stuff up just to stream with you guys. I don't know if I'll make any videos, but again, I pretty much need to be sold by the beta. And this is disappointing because I wanted to be completely wooed, strictly ready to tie down to Destiny 2. And like I said, and this baffles me because it's been 3 years since Destiny's launch, and they never came close to balancing the meta. They never had a proper enjoyable PvP experience. Almost every time I dealt, there were always these overwhelming, annoying subclasses or sticky grenades, and these things that, like sticky grenades, have been a problem since launch. These issues should not have existed that long when we really did not get any new content in year 2. What did they really do? They pretty much took the whole fucking year off. And I was just assuming it was because they were stepping up D2 from the ground up. Maybe throwing in dedicated servers, rebuilding everything, throwing in proper loot. None of that happened. So this has left me with quite a lot of doubt about the future of Destiny. All of these signs point to potential disappointment. Now, I'm not going to just go into a negative, don't get me wrong. But they are going to have to prove themselves to me, and you know, maybe you guys share the same feelings, maybe you don't. Let me know what you guys think down below, but there has been confirmation ranked is not coming. From the loot that we've seen so far, there is no true, honest variables and no reason to get things. When somebody has one exotic, it's identical to another exotic. This is pretty embarrassing for an RPG, to be honest, but hey, like I said, things are going to get stale quick, and if the meta in PvP is unbearable, people are going to get bored, upset, and though I do believe they've done a good job at kind of blowing out the fires, there's not going to be the one-hit kill opportunities with grenades anymore. Things are going to be a bit more skillful, but I don't know if it's going to be entertaining enough to keep people playing over something like a direct competitor that has more to offer with ranked playlists, 6v6, things like this. So I don't know. I'm excited for it, but I really doubt I would end up playing this game beyond a couple weeks. And that's just where I stand as a gamer. So hey, just wanted to throw that out there, and I really don't want to be a buzzkill or anything. It's just, I have my eyes open, I'm witnessing what I see, and I knew what they needed to do, and I felt like they didn't deliver on any of it. And I feel like Destiny 2 is really not going to be much different from Destiny 1. So if you're like me and were disappointed with Crucible for years, you're upset with the current meta, those things are likely to come in Destiny 2. And that's just my 2 cents. Anyways, it's time to cut this off. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good weekend. Again, I'm going to cover the beta. If you're curious about an honest opinion, you like my feedback, subscribe, stay tuned, and I will definitely have more content coming in the pipeline regarding any news around Destiny 2. Take care, boys. Have a good rest of your week.